We're driving down into Ilmon from Caliente. You might recognize all these concrete ties if you're a subscriber to my Motorpoet 59 channel. I did a piece on getting out during the COVID-19 quarantine. I came up here and shot some videos one day. The big old oak tree, you sit there and eat lunch under that. Switch to the siding at spur track, I should say, Caliente. Damn it. Try to go slow so I don't destroy my pickup. So I'm getting ready to buy a new pickup, so I'm gonna pass this one down to my grandson Aiden, so I better not tear it up or he'll get mad at me. I'm going to film all of this. Coming up on one of our communications facilities here. Those of you who have watched my channel for a while or have gone back and looked at some of my older stuff, this is where I shot the train traffic jam video way back when. Nobody coming. No signals lit. Gee, many crickets. Yeah, the railroad's not too awful concerned about whether their crossings are smooth out here in the middle of nowhere. When it's only railroad vehicles, generally, they use them. Here. You can also get by on the other side, but it's real narrow between the drop off into Caliente Creek and the edge of the ballast. I have not been to Hillman since I retired. I'm going to go there a couple times and do some troubleshooting while I was still working, but as you can see, it's a real pain in the bohunkus to get to. Back in the wooden tie days, there were always spikes everywhere. Flats were very common, and if it was still back in those days, I would never bring my own car down here. But the concrete ties have been here for 20 years now. Most of the spikes are gone over the years. They come by with their little magnet things and picked all that stuff up. But they're still around, so you have to watch out for them. And the slower you go, the less likely you are to get a flat. And almost every time I ever got a flat on a work truck down in these areas, it was because I was hauling ass. Stop. See if I can hear a train. I don't hear anything. Signals are still dark behind me. It's Caliente Creek right over there where all the trees are. We're on our left side now. And in the 1983 floods, this is about where all the damage started, right in this area. It's my understanding. I was laid off at the time. It's my understanding that the creek was bank to bank with water and began in this area right here is where it began undermining the roadbed. Not the roadbed itself, but where we are right now. Up here on the right of way. This is where tunnel half used to be. The tunnel itself was daylighted and just made into a cut back in the, I don't know exactly what day, back in the late 40s, I think. In the piece I did on the tunnels, which I'll link in the description below, in that piece I said that it was daylighted in 83 after the flood, but it wasn't. It was daylighted prior to that, and then after the floods in 83, when they double tracked this, they came and blew out the rest of the mountain here. I had been led to believe by one of the old timers that it was daylighted in 83, or maybe I just misunderstood what he was saying. He's not around anymore for me to ask him. He's passed away. Creek over there, you can see that. Oh, this signal is lit yellow. Saw in my piece on how signals work, which I'll link in the description below. That yellow signal means that the next signal we come to is going to be red, and that is going to be Hillman. So I don't know if that signal is lit because there's a train coming. I didn't see any trains or hear any trains coming down, or if it's just lit for whatever reason. Intermediates are automatic signals, as I said in the signal video. And they just work automatically based on the next signal in front of them. Curve oiler, did a piece on those. I'll link that in the description below too. Looks like we had a grass fire up there. A lot of ballast here, so I'm going to slow down. Don't want to get flat. That cloud behind the grass fire smoke makes it look like a little nuclear explosion. And over there, you can see that cut over there. Runs along those hills. That's where that was the original main line. When they double tracked this, they put the new track over where the track on the far side of us there is. But that siding, that part of the siding there, that was the old original Ilmon siding. Ilmon and Caliente were two separate sidings. It wasn't double tracked like it is now, but that's where the Hillman siding was. And when I came to work up here in '84, that was still in service over there. They were still using that. And this piece right here that they double tracked, they did that right after I came back. They might have already been working on it when I came back in January of '84. It was part of a flood project. They got the money to do this, so they took care of it. They put these culverts here in, and as you can see, these they use that to divert the water now away from the tracks so they don't get washed out. Used to be able to come down here. There's a gate up here a few hundred yards and could drive right across the creek and go out there. See that road going up? There's the old road right over here. See that dirt road leading up to that gate. Used to be able to go out that way, and the railroad used to take care of it, and every spring they would come and bulldoze the road across the creek again, because the rainy season it would always get messed up. But they don't do that anymore. So you got to drive all the way in from Caliente, which is a big giant pain in the butt. Now the siding used to take off over there again. Again, that was the original main line. Follow the contour of the hills, because it was a lot easier and faster to do that originally than to build this fill that goes all the way up towards Caliente. Now you can see the boxcar doors really well here, water diversion purposes. When it rains, the water gets really deep right here. Really deep, probably it's about 3 feet deep sometimes. You never know what's under there. Here we are. These are the setback signals at Hillman. Here we are, CPSP 331 Ilmon. All right. Like, share, and subscribe. Click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. See y'all later.